girl Locked Up. Welcome back to my channel. And first I just want to say thank you for all the love and support that I got on my last video. Thank you for all the likes and the shares and the comments that you gave. I really appreciate it. I had a couple of questions from my last video and I wanted to address the main question that was asked to me, which is, what is keto? Or the ketogenic diet, right? So a lot of us have heard about keto, but some of us just don't know exactly like what it entails. We know some of us know that it might be low carb. What do you eat? People are eating all this bacon, people are eating all these eggs. How does that relate to your cholesterol? So I wrote down a few bullet points so that I don't ramble or don't get too far off subject to go over with you to explain what the keto diet is. So the keto diet is, first of all, high fat, adequate protein, and low carb. So the benefits of this and the goal is to get more calories from protein and fat than from our carbs. So the biggest thing is this diet has been used to treat epilepsy in children. That's where this first originally came from years ago. So, and this diet forces the body to burn the fats rather than the carbs, right? So we want to burn fats instead of glucose. So that is the whole purpose of the high fat. So when we're saying that we can have bacon, we're allowed to have cheese, we are allowed to eat our good fats such as real butter, not like I can't believe it's not butter, but real butter, olive oil, heavy whipping cream, and things like that. So now it's not to say that you're eating bacon and all of those things all of the time. You still, use those in moderation, or like I could say maybe on the weekends. It depends, but the high fat is what starts to burn and your body begins to go in ketosis. So ketosis is when your body burns and like it's getting rid of the sugar and getting rid of those carbs that turns into insulin, which spikes your blood sugar. So once your body starts to get rid of that, I'm sorry, it goes into ketosis. And ketosis is when your body starts to burn the fat, and then ultimately it starts to adapt your body, and then you start to go into the weight loss. So being on the keto diet, it's like any other diet. Once you start the diet, you're not going to feel your best. You're going to have some headaches. You might get some aches. You might get some sniffles, and this is known as the keto flu. But you get this too when you're doing like any kind of detox. If you've done like the green smoothie cleanse or anything like that, or certain detoxes, you'll know that sometimes your body goes through a stage of feeling like you kind of have the flu with the sniffles. Your body is aching. Sometimes you get, headaches and chills and things like that. And everybody don't get it. All of our body is different, so we want to remember that. But when your body is going through withdrawals, this is what happens. So when you start any new lifestyle or any diet plan, your body is going to go through withdrawals because it's withdrawn from all the sugar and all the carbs and caffeine and all of those bad things that was going into your body. And so now it's trying to fight and it's trying to replace those bad things in your body with the good in your body. So your body is going to always fight back against what's good. It wants what it wants. It wants what it's used to having. So once your body is taken out of its comfort zone, it reacts to that. So I want you to know how you can track these carbs. So me being on the keto, like, what do I do? How do I start? How do I begin? I started using an app called Carb Manager. And let me show you what that looks like. So using the Carb Manager app breaks down what your macros is. So your macros is just basically what you should be putting in your body, the numbers of what is a good rate of what should be going in your body. So a good rate of carbs, fat, uh, protein, and calories. So this calculates it all for you. Once you put your body measurements and things in, your height, your weight, it'll give you like an amount. It'll give you how many carbs you should have per day, depending on how much weight you want to lose. An average amount of weight is 1 to 2 pounds per week, right? Give or take 2 to 3 pounds, 2 to 4 pounds. So that's an average weight loss. So given that average weight loss is going to give you what it feels like your body should have. It might give you 25 carbs a day. It might give you 30 carbs a day, depending on your height and your weight. It give you an amount of protein that you should have per day, an amount of fat you should have per day, an amount of calories you should have per day. My macros gives me 1,200 calories per day, and it gives me about 89 grams of protein, I believe, and it has me set at 24 carbs. My goal is not to go over 20 carbs a day, and normally I don't go over 20 carbs a day. So I want to be able to maximize my weight loss. So with that being said, I count out my carbs, I plug my stuff into the carb manager, whether it's snacks, coffee that I drink, how much heavy whipping cream I put in there, how much butter I use, how much I'm eating, what I'm eating. I put exactly what I have down to the T. It even plugs in your exercise, and if you are exercising, you can plug that in there, and that'll subtract your carbs. It'll subtract your calories from that. So if you had 1,200 calories for that day, but you burned 600 calories, okay, it'll reflect that you've only eaten 600 calories that day. So it's always great to be in a calorie deficit. If you can eat your calories and work out and do, or even if it's walking throughout the day, your steps that you're getting, that counts. If you accomplish 10,000 steps, you want to plug that in. If you have done some running, you want to plug that in. If you have done elliptical, anything that you have done that day, you want to plug those things in. And even if you haven't done any exercising, and that's okay too. You might want to just stay to what your limit is. You might want to do 1,200 or less, or you might want to do whatever your macros is, 1,500 calories or less. All of these things will gear you and get you going in the right direction. The biggest thing is for you, whatever diet plan that you choose to do, is to get started on a goal to being healthy. So even if it's a cutback on your sugar, it's a cutback on your carbs, it's now eating certain things in moderation, it's putting a little bit less on your plate, it's only eating until when you feel full. Once you feel full, releasing yourself from that meal or releasing yourself from the table. All of these little things help. So my goal is to help each and every one of you be healthy if that's what you want to do. I'm 42 years old, so I want to live as long as I can. Once I turn 50, I still want to feel good. I want to feel in shape. I want to feel fit. I want to feel like I'm able to get out of the bed. I want to still be able to get up and work out. These are the things I want to accomplish when I'm 50. And then I still want to be accomplishing these things when I'm 60. It's hard to eat in a certain form, but keto is one of the forms of lifestyle that I have found that I can eat a lot of things that I want. Yes, you can still have some cake. Yes, you can still have sweets. This is a couple examples of just some keto treats that I have cooked up over, the past few months. So you can still enjoy yourself and you can still enjoy life. So don't get discouraged and saying, oh, I can't have macaroni and cheese. I can't eat this. I can't do this anymore. I can't have fun when I'm going out with my friends. I can't enjoy myself when I'm at a party. I can't enjoy myself when I'm out to eat. You absolutely can. I enjoy myself each and every time I go out to eat. Whether it's me eating a burger without the bun and replacing my fries with a salad, that's what I'm gonna do. But that's still enjoyable for me. I still get to sit across from my husband and have conversation and enjoy dinner. I still get to go to the family gathering. They might have macaroni and cheese, string beans, ribs, chicken, potatoes, potato salad, apple pies, and things like that. But I might just get some green beans, and I might get a few ribs, and I might get some chicken, and then I'm fine with that. And then I might have a salad, and then sometimes I'll bring things that I know that I can eat to the party if we're having like a whole gathering. Anything that you do that's changing your lifestyle, and of course bringing you out of your comfort zone, you have to be committed to. It does take work. Anything that is worth having takes work. So I won't sit here and say that it's easy, and sometimes it might not be time consuming, but you have to be willing to put in the work for the things that you want. So some things I do have to cook a little more, even though right now and for a long time I only cook once a week, and it might take me 2 hours, 2.5 hours max. And that depends only on what I'm cooking. Some days it might take me an hour and a half, or it might take me an hour. I prepare meals for me and my husband on Sunday, and that's what I eat for the rest of the week, for the rest of the 5 days. I don't have to come home after work and cook one thing. If I choose to work out, I'll work out, or if I want to work out in the morning, I'll do that. When I get to come home, I get to sit down and relax because my meals are already cooked at this moment. And I'll do another video on that, of intermittent fasting and 1 meal a day. So that's where I am right now. I only eat 1 meal a day, and then I do intermittent fasting. So you can do 16 hours of fasting, you can do 12 hours of fasting, you can do 18 hours of fasting, you can do 20 hours of fasting. Now fasting means that you're not eating anything at this time. I try to do 18 hours of fasting, and then we can get into how to intermittent fast, what's healthy over a period of time on my on another video or on my next video. By no means am I a physician or am I a doctor. So anything that you want to start, any diet plan, any new lifestyle, keto, calorie count, all of those things, anything you want to do, you always want to consult your physician first. So I'm just telling you what works for my body, and of course what has worked for others' bodies. We on keto pages, we have keto groups, we follow each other. So it's very uplifting and it's very empowering to do so. So when I meal prep, like I said, I'm only doing it once a week, and that's what I eat for the rest of the week. And I'm done, and that works for me. So I eat that 1 meal, and that has been a huge help for me and my husband, because who wants to consume their life with cooking, being in the kitchen, or when I come home to cook? And it might not be as easy for some. My children are older, so they're not in the house, so that's one big thing and less thing that I have to do. But I have dieted and been on diet plans, of course, when I did have my children at home and they were a little younger. So I know that can be a little difficult, but it's just a goal that you have to set and things that you have to write down to try to accomplish certain things that you will have to do when your husband is not on keto, when your kids are not on keto, and you're the only one in the household trying to eat better while they still want to, eat lasagna and eat fried chicken and all of those things. So again, this just goes to you making up your mind and doing what you need to do for you. And that's all that I did. I've made up my mind. I was sick and tired of being big. I was sick and tired of being overweight. I was sick and tired of being out of breath and my knees hurting and my back hurting. And I just didn't want to be fluffy no more. I just did not want to be fluffy. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. and like, subscribe, share. I will bring more videos like I've promised. I might do a video tomorrow just on what I'm meal prepping for the week. So stay tuned to my channel. Again, thank you all. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Have a good week, y'all.